What's going on, daddies? We are back for a Jags game day preview. This is week 2. Chiefs at Jags. Our home opener is against the Kansas City Chiefs. Can you believe that? Our playoff foe, our AFC nemesis. Chris Jones just signed a 1-year, not extension, but they renegotiated his deal. So Chris Jones should be in the mix. Kelsey, we got to wait and see if he's going to be playing. I'm sure he will.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's got to be playing. He had a little bone bruise in his knee. Oh, hello.
Time to start drinking.
Set my tailgate alarm a little early. But yes, man, we are excited, and I'm sure you guys are as well, especially after that expected win against the Colts. And seeing all the post-game content, sounds of the game, which have you watched yet?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Of course he has.
Come on now.
Amazing game, cinematic video. The first minute had me feeling like I was in IMAX theaters. It was an amazing video. Just got me hyped for week 2. We are going to be out there. Super excited. It's going to be, I don't know, the weather, it's been kind of cool this week. Got some rain.
There's a segment we can do, a little weather update for Sunday if you're going to the game.
There might be rain in the forecast.
Oh my, there's rain every day. But it's
Yes.
Sunday, it's 50%, high of 88, low 71. It's the lowest low in the next week.
Okay.
Now, earlier, when I checked it a few days ago, the low was 69, 68. So that was more exciting. But I wouldn't be mad if we got a little rain.
Would you rather have, well, not for you, but for the on the field play, would you rather have rain for Trevor and Pat, or would you rather have extreme heat for Trevor and Pat?
I saw Trevor drop the ball 5 times versus the Eagles.
Which was my point, is kind of like in Trevor's mind, he knows last time he played in rain, he did that. So to me, that would be a revenge game against the rain for Trevor.
Although we kind of already had that versus the Jets, didn't we? Last year. We played really well.
Well, in terms of it being a good team, I'm not counting the Jets.
Yeah, no rain.
That was an easy win.
Don't need the rain, but the heat, I don't even know if the heat does anything to the Chiefs. I mean, it's hot in Missouri right now. Who cares?
Missouri. Kelsey doesn't like it.
What are you expecting for the atmosphere?
The atmosphere is going to be electric.
Is it going to be like playoff type atmosphere?
And I can tell that already, because if you're trying to get into this game, you're going to be paying crazy prices. The tickets next to us on Ticketmaster's, 2 seats next to us, a pair, they're going for $396 each. And they're not selling them for, you can't buy one, you have to buy both. So after Ticketmaster fees and all of that, you're paying $1,000 for 2 tickets to Jags Chiefs, but you get to sit next to us. But I hope nobody takes them, because I want some space in the row. Just like when we score touchdowns and make big plays, I like to jump around, and I can't do that if the row is filled with people. But I'm expecting an absolutely, it's gonna be like Chargers game. It's gonna feel like a playoff game.
Lord.
For sure.
That heat always slows me down a little bit, but you drink enough and
You're always fine by kickoff, though. Like once that ball gets kicked in the air, once the player intros are happening, I've seen you. You're back.
I'm back.
But what I don't want to see is, last time the Chiefs came to Jacksonville was 2019. Nick Foles was playing in that game.
For a second.
It was week 1. It was hot as hell. It's kind of similar to what's going to happen this weekend, but the stadium had so much red.
Oh, God.
And I'm sitting in the same section that I was back in 2019. There's a vlog out there in our playlist, our tailgate playlist, and I'm just surrounded by Chiefs fans in section 124. And there's like 6, 7, 8 empty seats in my row as well. And this is a week 1 home game in 2019. So I'm expecting the complete opposite of what I experienced in 2019. But I am going to do like comparison video. I'm going to take some clips from that video and put it next to some clips from this weekend, just to see the transition from 2019 to 2023. It's going to be great, man.
Season tickets are sold out. I do expect Jags fans to not be so easy and quick to sell their tickets to Chiefs fans this year. Like, people actually want to be in the stadium for this.
Yeah, they do.
So the city is turned up, especially after it was good to get a week 1 win. I'm glad that happened. That just raised the bar even more, because now we're 1-0. Chiefs are 0-1. While it's week 2 and we're not gonna feel this win. Like, we'll feel it, but like the importance of it, we won't really feel until probably December, when there's looking at the playoff seeds and what needs to happen for us to get, I'm thinking ahead, but 1 seed. I think we'll look back, hopefully, at this week 2 game and be like, wow, thank goodness we won that game. And then you also look at the Bengals and Bills, who also lost. It's like, and I think the Bills, they both lost AFC games, so that also helps us. So week 1 couldn't have gone better, I don't think. And now we're just hope for a fun. Well, no, we want to win, obviously, but last time we beat them was 2009. So it's
Wow.
I haven't seen. Last time we beat them, the Chiefs were in their period of the period we just suffered of like 15 year of just absolute irrelevancy. That's what they were the last time we beat them. And now they have Andy Reid, who has only lost once to the Jaguars, I think.
Yeah, I saw that stat on Twitter that the last time Andy Reid-led team lost to the Jags was 2006.
Doug Peterson has never beat Andy Reid. Only 3 tries so far. But, yeah, Andy, they're on more rest. They're getting Chris Jones back. Travis Kelce, Andy Reid has more time to prepare for us. I mean, he had 2 weeks to prepare for us for the playoff game. And, I mean, it's a close-ish game. I still think if we scored more, they could have scored. Well, no, that was I'm sorry, that was Mahomes' injury game. I'm thinking of the regular season game that I don't think was.
And you always said that the Chiefs had so much time to prepare for the Lions, and they're going to blow them out, and that was 1-point game.
Yeah.
So none of that matters. All that matters is who shows up on Sunday, not making errors. We said on the last podcast, you can't win any NFL game making errors, but especially against the Chiefs. If the Chiefs aren't making their errors, they're going to beat the hell out of you. And luckily for the Lions, Chiefs made a ton of errors. But I can tell you that is not going to happen in this game, and we cannot play like we did against the Colts because the Chiefs are going to exploit that. Like the Tank Bigsby interception, I can see Mahomes taking the ball right down the field and scoring on us in like 2 or 3 plays. So it's just small things like that, and I'm sure the Jags team will be ready. Got Doug Peterson in their ear. They know it's a huge home game. They know this sets the tone for the rest of the season, sets the tone for the end of the season when the standings matter. And I think the Jags are going to come out here and play a hell of a game in front of the home crowd because they're going to feel that energy. It's going to be loud in there, and it's just going to fuel them. I can just feel it. Nothing but good vibes about this game coming up. When in years past, or even just last year, I see the Chiefs on the schedule, and I'm like, kind of nervous. I've got no nerves for this game. Not even when I'm in the stadium full of Casamigos.
Speaking of, real quick, we have to understand that Travis Kelce has never been stopped by any team ever. So he's going to get his catches. We just have to keep up with the scoring. He will get his catches. We just have to make sure that they don't score every time they have the ball. And if we score enough, obviously, if we score more than them, but Travis Kelce, I just have to keep talking myself into the fact that he scored. He gets his catches, but they're unstoppable. But if that always led to wins, then the Chiefs would never lose. But they do lose. So just understand that the Chiefs can still lose with Travis Kelce catching balls everywhere and Mahomes doing his little magician stuff in the backfield.
Yes, he may have a 12-catch, 102 touchdown stat line, but he could still lose the game that way. And it does also come down to making big stops when the opportunity comes. Let's say Mahomes has, like a 3rd and 4 and the Jags, make a big play on that down. Then if they do that, they need to score the next possession. So we have to take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of us. And
if they turn the ball over once, score.
Right.
Score on every turnover.
And I think they will because
we didn't have Calvin Ridley last time we faced him.
Ooh.
I hate going against that Chiefs defense somehow, some way. They just match up well versus us. Both times we played them, it's just like every yard was like pulling teeth. It's very frustrating. But with Calvin Ridley this time, and I think they like to play a lot of man. Colts played a lot of zone. But I think we can
win them one-on-ones for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Calvin Ridley versus a team that I think we have some opportunities to go deep against. That'll be fun. This could be Christian Kirk's first. I know he only had 1 catch last week, but this could be a Christian Kirk game as well.
I think we match up pretty well. If we look back at the Lions game Thursday night, Jared Goff was only really throwing to Amon-Ra and Josh Reynolds. And then they had the good running game with, Gibbs and Montgomery, and they were doing that well. But they were only throwing like 2 guys all game.
Yeah.
We have
like 5.
We have like 5. And Christian Kirk wasn't even used last game because Trevor didn't need to. He didn't need to use him. He's like, Christian, well, I might use you next week. And Christian's okay with that. But if they're playing man on 4 wideouts, someone's getting burnt. Calvin Ridley is going to – who's their best corner? Like,
oh, God, you're talking me into this, man.
Calvin Ridley's burning somebody.
Oh, yes, he is. You're so right.
On several drives.
You're so right.
You saw the catches he was making last game.
Yeah.
There's going to be way more open catches for him this game. Christian Kirk running the field, Zay Jones running the field, Evan Ingram running the field. And then we get to switch it up. If the pass game's going well, ETN back there, Bigsby have a bounce back game. Come on. I feel so good about this game.
Wow.
And Chiefs only favored by 3.
Is that what it is right now?
Chiefs 3 right now, as of Wednesday today.
I can't, even if I were unbiased, I could never, if you're giving the Jags 3 points with that offense, how would you ever take the Chiefs? So just that alone, 3 points, I would, if we're doing the spread, give me the Jags. If we're just predicting the score, I mean, you just talked me into it. Only thing I'm worried about is that D-line, the Chiefs front 7 versus our O-line being a little battered and bruised.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's tough. Give me like Jags 28, Chiefs 27 or 24.
It's coming down to the wire then.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs are going to score.
We're going to have to make a defensive play.
Shit, this could also be in the 30s.
Yeah. I don't like the game to come down to the Jags needing to get a stop on Mahomes, because if that's the case, sorry guys, I don't trust our defense to do it.
I don't trust any defense to do it.
So we need to win by double digits first of all, or we need to have the ball last. One of those two. And I can't wait to pull this back up because we need to either win. We need 3 options. We need to get blown out. We need to win by double digits like we did against Colts, 10 points, 13 points, okay? Or we need the ball last, because if Patrick Mahomes has the ball with, 4 minutes and he's down by 2, then I'm going to be super nervous the entire game until the defense shows me that they can make a play. And they did do that against the Titans in the game, the last game of the regular season last year to clinch the division. But I need to see it more consistently for me to believe that the defense will be able to do it. Like, they played a hell of a game last week, but week to week things just change. So my score, I think we're going to pile on points this season. I don't see a defense really stopping that offense, regardless of the offensive line. Like, we put up 31 without any defensive or special teams touchdowns. So give me another 31 points. I like to score 31 points again. And Chiefs 27, 31-27.
I'm trying to find the last time the Chiefs lost by double digits. It was not in 2022.
I can't imagine when that would be.
Isn't that crazy?
With Mahomes at quarterback, a double-digit loss.
Let's see if it ever happened in 2021.
The only losses I can remember them getting last season were the Colts by 3 and the Bengals in the playoffs.
Okay, they did lose to the Bills in 2021.
Last year.
2021, 38-20. Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy. Oh, and then also to the Titans, 27-3. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy that they only scored 3 points. So let's have one of those days, shall we?
I wish. We hold the Chiefs to 3. Not happening, y'all.
On Prize Picks, if you want to play along, use the code Dunn and Drew or click the link in the description here. You can pick more or lesses on player stat lines, and they don't have the Chiefs listed. I think maybe because they're not sure if Travis is going to play. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to play, but they're just playing it safe.
There's no Chiefs players or just no Travis?
No Chiefs players.
Oh, I'm sure Mahomes will be up there.
But they do have 4 Jags, and one of them I'm very high on. We already talked about it. Calvin Ridley. His more or less is 70.5. I think that's a more.
Yeah. I think every game will be more.
Yeah, probably.
Until he's averaging 100, and then they bump it up to like 95, like they do with Jefferson. Like when I see Jefferson 98, I'm like, gets 150. That's where we're headed with Calvin Ridley, y'all. Like, It's this guy, man. I'm still watching the highlights from his catches last game because I need more. We want more.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver one. He lost no step with his time off. Maybe he got better. I can't wait for Sunday when another team is like forcing us to just air raid, just keep throwing the ball.
Sounds the game man was so awesome at the beginning when they were in that huddle. Sometimes when I'm watching, I don't know, most people probably don't think like this, but the camera is, right up in their face in the huddle. I'm like, I would get kind of distracted about cameras always being in my face, but it's great cinematography, but how do they get that angle? There can't be a guy standing in the middle of the huddle. It's probably like pointed up down here, and he's got like a monitor that he's looking at.
You don't think someone's sitting on their knee with the camera pointed up?
Could be. I just be so distracted. But great cinematography, Jags production. Shout out Trent Padilla for doing all this. It's amazing.
Shout out so far also to our CASA donors. We don't donate blood over here. We donate CASA. So it's the nectar that we use to turn up at Jags tailgates. We spin it on a table every 30 minutes.
Every circle up pretty much.
Yeah, we spin the CASA. It's going to be tough in this heat, but maybe it's what keeps us going. A little rehydration, CASA rehydration. So shout out to those that have already donated to the fund. We're at probably 3 or 4 bottles.
Oh, God.
You might think that's a lot for the playoff game versus the Chargers. We had 22. So if you'd like to donate to it, just Venmo us at Dunn and Drew, and we'll write your name on one of the bottles that we spin and give you a shout out.
Yep. The content will be flowing at the tailgate. So we will see you there. Make sure you guys hit the slab. It's 401 Bryan Street in downtown Jacksonville.
It's crazy. You know the address of the dome.
I do know the address. Usually I just say the corner of Duval and Bryan, but 401 Bryan will get you there as well. You'll see all the tents up. Bold City Brigade. See you there.